Are you awake?
What is it?
I was just wondering, as a human, what do you think of Pokémon?
Oh, so you're flipping my own question onto me, huh?
It's only fair, right?
Fair enough. Well, originally, I didn't care much for Pokémon. I really started liking Pokémon when
What's the matter?
I remember something! I remember something about my human life!
You do? What did you remember?
It's when I started liking Pokémon.
Well, come on! Don't keep me in suspense!
It was when I was still human. When I was really young. I lived in the middle of nowhere. So, I often played by myself. Just some typical kid stuff. You know, waving a stick around like a sword. But there was a forest near where I lived. I always saw the Pokémon trainers go in there. And they stuck to the path to get to the next town over. I remember being told not to go in there until I was old enough and had a Pokémon with me. But one day, I was just so lost in my imagination and wanted to go pretend to be a hero inside the forest, and went inside all by myself anyway. But I didn't stick to the path, and I got lost. I was really scared, crying my eyes out. Everything looked the same. I didn't know left from right. I regretted going inside there so much.
What happened next?
I was attacked by a wild Pokémon. Wild Pokémon were sometimes known to attack people. And that's why you needed a Pokémon with you to protect yourself when going into the forest. But I didn't have one. I had no idea what to do. I was petrified. The wild Pokémon was going to attack me, and the reality of everything hit me. I was no hero. I was just a terrified little kid with a stick. I knew I would never leave that forest as the Pokémon drew closer and closer. But I was saved.
By who?
Another Pokémon. It saved me at the last second and ran off the Pokémon that attacked me.
What kind of Pokémon was it?
I don't know. I forget what it even looked like.
Do you remember anything else?
I remember the Pokémon spoke to me.
Wait a minute. Spoke to you? As in, you could understand it?
Yeah.
But didn't you tell me humans couldn't understand Pokémon? If you were a human while this happened, how is that possible?
I know, it doesn't seem right at all. But I definitely remember the Pokémon speaking to me. I'm sure of it.
What did it say to you?
It told me not to be scared anymore, and asked why I'd come so deep into the forest. I told it I was only playing, but now I just wanted to go home. Play all by yourself? But that's no fun.
Huh?
And that's what it said to me, and asked me if I wanted to play together with it. As you can imagine, I was still a bit frightened after that near-death experience. I hadn't had much experience with Pokémon at that point in my life, especially one that could talk. But eventually, we did play together, and I remember us having so much fun together. We played all sorts of games. My worry and tears were replaced with joy and laughter. We got to know each other, and played until the sun had set. And the Pokémon even helped me find my way out of the forest to get back home. But as we left the forest, I started to cry again. Even more so than before. Because I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to have to say goodbye. I wanted to stay with the Pokémon. But then it told me Don't you cry, Mike. It isn't good to be sad. I want to see you laugh and smile. I want to laugh and smile with you. I want to be your friend.
And then what happened?
That's all I remember.
Oh.
I don't remember what we did together or what my friend even looked like. I just remember how we first met, and seeing that Pokemon every day for years as I grew older. And that's how I came to like Pokemon. Because a Pokemon was my first friend.
That was a good story.
No, something's wrong here.
What do you mean?
I forget everything else about my life, except that one random memory. And I know specific details about it. But it all seems so unimportant. It has nothing to do with how I became a Pokemon or came to this world. It's just a memory of a Pokemon I met when I was a kid.
Maybe your memories are coming back.
No, I think that memory was always there. Like how I remember my name. I just recalled it now because you brought it up. It's almost like it was purposely left there amongst everything I lost.
That's strange.
I wish I knew more.
Hey, that's okay. It's not your fault. It should all come back to you one day.
Yeah, maybe.
In any case, I guess I got the answer to my question. But I'm also really happy for you. You finally remembered something from your human life, especially a good memory of meeting your very first friend. Mike?
What?
Did you hear me? You were staring off into La La Land there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm glad too.
Alrighty. Good night then.
Yeah, good night. Who was that Pokemon?